They were the first Japanese-American family in town. Her parents' last address was an internment camp. Mary Ann and her migrant classmates couldn't spell diversity yet, but they lived it. And because of the statute of limitations, she can finally reveal this.
I think I was always the leader. I formed clubs, I collected dues. I used the dues to buy penny candy for myself.
And thanks to her high school counselor, she chose her career in 9 seconds.
He says, well, you know, you're not so bad at science. Why don't you go to my alma mater, which was University of Pacific? They have a school of pharmacy. I said, sounds good.
Mary Ann soon transferred to UCSF and into a revolution. The notion of pharmacist as pill counter was giving way to clinical pharmacists who worked alongside physicians to optimize patients' medications and educate the families.
And that's when the bug hit. I decided I had found my purpose in life, that I would become the very best clinical pharmacist in all the world.
Now her UCSF faculty saw a rising star. Bob Day was one of them.
She was decisive, she was brilliant, she had the ability to take an idea and cast it in a different light, even as a student.
And how's this for extra credit? In pathology class, she shared a cadaver with Anne Koda-Kimble, and they wound up getting married. Soon she was Professor Mary Ann, now leading the clinical pharmacy revolution. She co-authored its first textbook, still published today, and helping spread clinical pharmacy worldwide.
And I will have to add, created at her own expense because she felt the students could not afford the textbook.
She overcame hurdles, some of them silly, when she became the first faculty member in the school to have a baby.
There was talk in the hall that once I had my baby, I wouldn't come back, that I would not pursue my career. It infuriated me, actually.
So one April, after working all day, Mary Ann had her baby that night, and the next morning called in to resume work. She rose from professor to chair, and in 1998, Mary Ann became the first female dean of the top-ranked School of Pharmacy in the nation. She pushed for clinical pharmacists to interact with patients, join clinical rounds, staff hotlines, and community clinics. Mary Ann named the first Associate Dean of Research and backed new fields like bioengineering and nanotechnology to improve drug delivery.
This has created breakthroughs. It's one of the reasons why we're developing an artificial kidney in the School of Pharmacy.
She created the school's first strategic plan, the first board of advisors, among them George Skangos, the CEO of pharmaceutical firm Biogen iTech.
I think it's actually much harder to be an effective leader in an academic environment. You're in charge of the school, but you're not really the boss of the faculty. And it takes really good interpersonal skills. It takes vision. The bottom line about Mary Ann is she did an extraordinary job leading the school.
And as for the other bottom line, under Mary Ann, the UCSF School of Pharmacy received more research funding from the National Institutes of Health than any other school of pharmacy, 14 years in a row. And in return, she and UCSF exported a new breed of pharmacists.
They're in the FDA, they're in the industry, they're doing research, they're taking care of patients, they're pioneers in practice. It's just phenomenal.
I don't think the healthcare system would work without those people.
The upshot of Anne Koda-Kimble's career is that the American public of today enjoys a far higher level of pharmaceutical care than it did 40 years ago.
Yeah, he's very comfortable. He loves me.
She's retired now, nurturing plants just like she nurtured people. Mix them up and help them grow. She left pharmacy better in every way, including that old maternity policy.
Now I'm very happy to say that once I came into a leadership position, I changed those policies.
For that, Mary Ann, and for everything, domo arigato.